And what I'm about to do is pretty grim, to be honest, but grim but perhaps necessary. What do I need to explain about it? If you're not familiar with the psychiatric industry, some of the terms may be a bit odd, but I think probably the most important one is PD, standing for personality disorder. Within the industry itself, it's a very contentious diagnosis, but a lot of kind of beliefs grow up around these people and the sort of behaviours you can see at the extreme end. So I'm trying to come at it from some of the people I've worked with perspective, but obviously it's not, it is fictional. It's called Black-Eyed Poetry. Yesterday, I inserted a battery. Yes, into my fan. If it leaks, it might kill me. I tried to swallow a screw, but failed miserably. The doctor came, told me I was being silly, then hospitalised me. The agony of the operation was my self-expression, pure poetry. Today, I've secreted a weapon, fashioned a blade from the innocuous, seemingly. I'm a creature of some ingenuity, intent on using it on me. But if you prove courageous enough to attempt to intervene, boy, how I'll stab it right into your fucking eyes. So compassionately naive. You black, white, fat, bitch, bastard, cunt. And when you're blind and less dumb, you'll cease to see my vulnerability. You'll know your desire to help me as rooted in your own pitiful need. Forever fearful of me, you will be. I will haunt your dreams until you pray to the God of this institution for reprieve. And its sense of justice suggests my lack of guilt is indicative of PD, an involuntary lack of capacity. What can I say? I'm numb and I like to bleed or make bleed. The imagery is key to me. Harm of self and others is my poetry. Tomorrow, they diagnose me with a disorder of the personality, the bane of psychiatry. The stabbing was a consequence devoid of etiology, like my condition and my so-called life. And yet the scampering to make sense hampers humanity on both sides of the protective fence, renders some men heroic and others too weak for the ethically complex or to take one for the team. Puts all on alert to make safe the rationale of their defence, adopt a stoical stance. The standards are words on a page. The boxes ticked don't relate to reality. This is not legalistic category. This is human poetry. The regulatory body did come in, raise some questions about the use of seclusion and of PRN, but generally the paperwork tallied with the person-centred plans, and the workers on all levels were good women, good men. It was an untoward incident that got at least one man hanged and me to another place sent. Manipulation is my path. Violence wave medium secured me. There are no pens, no poems. The day after tomorrow, I'll be smearing shit, if not eating it. There's not much property left to destroy, and too many savers left me in segregation. They've been told to adhere to strict boundaries. They take me to the floor much more forcefully. They'd be ill-advised to attempt to console me, lest I fuck them right up. It's still the razapam they give to me, a jab in the arse. I am. But it barely touches me. And when they accuphase me, I wake up angry or numb, at least until the rage comes. They say I'm personality disordered, and that the voices I'm beginning to hear are not demons talking. How can I respond? I'm PD. The voices are real to me. I'm a poet without poetry. I'm PD, bane of psychiatry. They cope by ignoring me, so I up the ante. I'm a vulnerable adult, symptom clusters indicating a certain taxonomy, dissocial for sure, and bordering on psychopathy, potentially schizoid. They gave me a sheet of paper with pictures and easy words to explain it all. Secure clothing, a safe bed, a new script for new meds. The latest miracle from the host of drugs. Pharmaceutical heaven after the purgatory of side effects. I've got a new low-paid support worker with whom to spend time. If she does what I say, we'll be doing just fine. I tore up the paper that said who I am and set fire to it with a lighter I stole from the above. I told them I wanted a man. And how dare they suggest they know who I am? I'm a fighter, you stupid fucks. Not a word or a picture nor a diagnosed slut. I shove sharp things right up my cunt. Deal with it, doctor. This is poetry. You medicalised buff, you literary dunce. I'm an arsonist now, because that was an index offence. A most criminal crime. I'm in forensic. I'm doing my time. I'm taken seriously. Very seriously. Zero tolerance and zero trust. Out of arm's reach. At least 4-to-1. Never again to experience tender human touch. I'm banned from caffeine, but I never drank coffee. I have 3 choices for lunch and plastic cutlery that I must return. All drinks must not be hot, in case I scold someone. I shake and I dribble, and I'm not in control with my tongue. But boy, am I powerful and tough. You get too close, how rough you are. I'm self and other harming. I like to set off the alarms to cause havoc and pain. I feel no pity, no self-disdain. I both have and do not have capacity. It depends on the ambient pressure, the assessor's partiality, and whether it rains. I told them to go fuck themselves when it comes to the drugs. I'm non-compliant. It's my one and only buzz. Gives me a sense of agency. So they're going to vert, legally and stuff, a shed load of paperwork, reams upon reams. But still, I'm bursting the seams of myself. No poems penned. I play an important role in this one-man show. I prove myself powerful every day in every way. Sometimes I show my tits, or better still, my full-on lady bits. Make a false allegation of a sexual nature, and it works. Suspension is automatic, and women are weak, much easier to hurt. My memories are traumatic. I can no longer recall what was then and what is now. The bad things that happened to me, nobody knows. I've long since given up on the why and the how. I prefer to act it all out, right here, right now. To push people to their limits and watch all hell unfold. They have a duty of care, after all. And my behaviour renders me fiscally beneficent, hierarchically relevant. The market is competitive, the profit margin necessary, the insanity relative. They wouldn't survive if it weren't for my malevolence. So I state my case hence. I'm PD. Shit smearing is my poetry. And you, my words, my means, you work for me. You, my black eye.